Sharesies is currently the most popular investing platform in New Zealand. It's got over 500,000 users, and during this video I'll show you the exact step-by-step process of me investing $1,000 into Tesla. So firstly, if you want to make an account with Sharesies, there's a few pieces of info you have to provide. So firstly, your IRD number, a proof of identity. This can either be your driver's license or your passport. You also have to give them a proof of address and a verified bank account. So if you send through a screenshot of your bank statement, and this will just make sure that when you sell your shares, you've got a verified bank account you can withdraw that money into. So it's all very easy to make an account with Sharesies. It's very beginner friendly. Once you have your account set up, this is what the home screen is going to look like. So it'll show you the investments that you have, your total returns, and how much money you have available in your wallet. At the moment, I don't really have much money invested with Sharesies as I've sold the majority of my stocks. So at the bottom of the screen, if you click the explore icon, then you can search for specific stocks that you want to invest in. So there's a few different options with the platform. You've got individual companies, ETFs, and you can also browse between the different countries like the New Zealand, Australian, and American stock market as well. It's even got a KiwiSaver scheme and a high interest savings account that gives you a 5% return, and you can make a kids account as well if you want to. So if you go to the explore tab, it'll show you just a breakdown of some of the most popular investments. By default, it's going to show you the American stock market, and you'll see big players like Google, Facebook, Apple all at the top of the screen, and you can organize your investments based on the market cap, so the total size of the company. You can look at the dividends as well, and then you can look at country specific stocks, like if you only want to invest in companies in the Australian market. So once you click at the top, you can see a breakdown of different industries as well. So there's banking and finance, mining, retail, technology, tourism, all these different sectors of the market that you can invest into as well. So if we go through and click on ETFs, you'll see names like Vanguard, iShares, Spider, and these are some of the biggest ETF providers, and you can have a quick look and see if you're interested in buying any of them. So if you want to actually search for a specific stock, you would just click on the search tab at the top and you can start typing in the name of that company. So I'm going to pop in Tesla, and there it is at the top. So once we click on it, it's going to give us a breakdown of a lot of financial information about that particular company. So it'll show us the price changes across different time points. You can have 1 month, 6 months, or a year to get a good idea of how that stock has been performing. So as we scroll down, it'll show us different things like the open, high, and low, the price change that it's had across a 5-year period, and you can also look at things like the PE ratio, the market cap, and a lot more kind of statistical info about that stock, so you can get a pretty good idea of how it's been performing and any information you might need to help with your buying decision. So once you scroll through to the bottom of the screen, it's going to have 2 different buying options. So there's either limit buy, where you set the price that you're willing to pay for that stock, and then there's market buy as well, and that's just where you buy the stock at the current market price. So Tesla is valued at $215 per share, and if you hit market buy, you're just going to be purchasing the stock at that set price. So you can buy fractional shares as well. You don't have to buy whole shares of a company. If you just want to put in $10, that's completely fine, and you can do that as well. So in here, I'll just pop in how much I'm wanting to invest. So you would just pop in how much you want to invest in that particular stock. So the thing that I have to keep in mind is that I need to convert my New Zealand dollar into the US dollar. So you would click on wallet at the bottom of the screen, and then it's going to give you a section where you can exchange your currencies. So there's a fee of 0.5% for doing this, and you can convert between any currency. So you can convert your NZD into AUD or your AUD into the US dollar, depending on what country you're investing in and what stocks you're wanting to buy. And then after you have that all set up, it'll give you a breakdown of your fees and show you how much you're going to be charged for this. It's pretty minimal overall, but it is still a cost that you have to pay. So then once that has been done, we'll head back over to the screen with Tesla on it, and then we'll click on the buy icon, and it'll have a breakdown of the fees for us. And I personally just always go with market buy. It's the easiest. I don't really try and time the market with the limit buy order. Maybe if you're buying something a little bit more volatile, like a meme stock, something like GameStop, I did use a limit buy order for that. But with something like Tesla, I'll just set a market buy order. So the fees for buying an American stock, by default, you'll be charged $5 US. So just keep that in mind, because you'll be charged for the foreign exchange fee and also the $5 US when actually buying the shares as well. So just keep the costs in mind of making that investment. And before you buy, it'll give you a breakdown of the fees for Sharesies, just so you know what you're paying, because they do vary based on if you're investing in the New Zealand, American or Australian market. They do have different costs for all three of those countries. So in the week after buying my Tesla stock, it went up about 5%, so not a huge return. I only made about $50 from the investment, but a week is only a very short amount of time, and typically with the stock, the longer you hold it, if it's a good company, your returns will be a lot greater. There are a lot of other features with Sharesies that are important to keep in mind, like its KiwiSaver scheme and its high interest savings account. So if you want to see a breakdown of some of these other features, make sure to check out this video on screen. That'll give you a complete guide on the Sharesies platform.